Have you ever tried to make homemade cornbread like from actual cornmeal? Well, today I thought I'd show you a really quick way to do it. So let's get started. I thought it would be fun really quickly to show you guys how to make some really quickie cornbread. I just have my regular little self-rising cornmeal here, and we're just going to follow the recipe off of the back of the package. So the first thing we need to do is put 1 cup of our plain flour in a bowl. And then we're going to take 1/4 of a cup of the sugar, just regular granulated sugar. Put that in there. And then we're going to take 1 cup of the cornmeal I just showed you. And this is just plain old yellow cornmeal. And put that in there. And I'm just going to give it a little stir just so that I have everything kind of mixed in pretty good before we get started. Okay. Fantastic. All right, so now in a separate bowl, we're going to put in our 1 egg. And this recipe is pretty easy to make vegan. Just make sure you use your unsweetened applesauce instead. So this is 1 egg that I've just kind of stirred a little bit to kind of break it up and everything. I'm going to put that in a separate bowl. And then we're going to put our 1 cup of milk. And again, you could use any kind of milk that you want to make it vegan. Just use your almond or your soy or your oat milk, whatever makes you happy. So there's 1 cup of milk. And then lastly, we're going to put in our 1/4 cup of cooking oil. And I always use vegetable oil anyway because it makes it guaranteed that it'll be vegan. All right, and now what we're going to do is we're going to pour in our dry ingredients into our wet. Okay, I'm going to move that over a little bit so you guys can see. So one time that it's okay to use your big mixing bowl, why not? And so I'm just going to stir this together until it's all nice and wet. I don't want to over mix it, but I want to get it nice and wet. Make sure everything's nice and smooth. See, it doesn't take but a minute. Make sure you don't have any dry ingredients stuck to the bottom or off to the side. And we are preheating our oven to 425 degrees. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pour this into a well-oiled skillet. And if you don't own a skillet, then I say go buy one. But if you don't own a skillet, then you can use just a regular like 8-inch baking pan and it will serve the same purpose. So we're just going to pour this in. Make sure we don't miss any. All right, I'm just going to kind of make sure it's a little bit evened out. Make sure there's no little dry spots that I missed of flour or anything. All right, so again, the oven is preheating to 425 degrees. And we're going to stick this in the oven for 25 minutes until it gets a really pretty golden brown on the top. And this is something else I wanted to show you guys. Remember what I talked about, how I always keep all my ingredients that I need to put into the recipe right in front of me? Well, now I know for sure I didn't miss anything because see, all my ingredients have been used that were in all my pretty little bowls. So I know I haven't missed anything. Just a little tip that might help you. All right, there it is. That's what we did. We made some nice homemade cornbread. And now I'm going to let it rest on the table while we eat our dinner, and then we'll cut into it and let y'all see what it looks like. I thought I would drop in a side note here. A lot of people are very intimidated about having a cast iron skillet, saying they're very difficult to keep up with and difficult to care for. They really aren't. As long as you keep them well greased and don't put them in the dishwasher, and you do need to, so to speak, cook them every now and again to like refresh the grease on them and everything, but they're not that difficult to maintain, and they really are a great pan to use. Well, here it is. Isn't it pretty? Let's see if I can. Got a nice, good crust on it. Oh, look at that. That is so pretty. Nice and crumbly. Good. Good texture. All right. Hope you liked this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next bake.